Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going for the deep. It got his man. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 51 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the 7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
54 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go. Go. 120.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Hunt. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Back at the 42.
Protect. 180. Mike 54. Target. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down. Gets it to Meredith complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 14-yard gain.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, dude. 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's get it.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Powers over it.
Just fed him his...
And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45. Five-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
50, here we go. 120. Pick up the ball. Check. Cross. Sunday. Cross. 40, 82, 40. Bravo.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 97 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing his Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. To return is Taylor. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set, 180. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, Mayfield in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. King. Shit. My touch.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good job.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Jam, 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 jam. Jam. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They run again with Hunt. It's a room to maneuver. And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 73 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Regular. He's scared.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This is the tight end, the Joker. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. A toss play to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.